Hey, I just wanted to review some of my eyepieces here. My eyepiece case is a mess because of this camera. I just haven't found a way to store this successfully yet without, cleanly. So some of my eyepieces, will start with the low power. Explore Scientific 82 degrees, 30 millimeter. This thing's awesome, man. I'm using a fast scope. It's like f4.7 or something. But I have a coma corrector, but I don't use it, For one thing, I couldn't get it to make a difference on one of my Beta Hyperion 17 millimeters. I mean, I guess I wasn't using it right with the spacers or something, but there is there's some coma at the edge, with that, but not a huge deal in my opinion. I mean, I don't know, it's a personal preference thing. I replaced the one that came with my Apertura AD10, the 30 millimeter super view with this eyepiece. I got it on sale at an NEAF conference. It was like open box, or it was canceled because of COVID. And this thing's like a grenade, man. It's good. It shows better contrast than the super view. So this is definitely one of my favorite ones here, man. This Mead, what is it, ultra wide angle? They don't make these anymore, but they're the same glass as the Explore Scientific is what I've heard. This thing is so awesome, man. It's so crisp and clear and beautiful, man. I just love it, man. Stars are pinpoint. It's the perfect size for like the Swan Nebula M17 and Orion galaxies, man. This thing is awesome. This is definitely one of my favorite eyepieces, man. This is great glass here. Then I got a 15 millimeter. Don't have a cap on that one. I got this on sale. Twist up eye cup. Got it pretty cheap. It's good to have a 15, Pretty decent. I mean, it's not bad, It's good for outreach and stuff for sure. And I use it sometimes too. I'll Barlow it in this cheap Barlow that I got. I should really probably get better Barlow since I'm doing planetary imaging now. This is just that GSO Barlow 2X. Explore Scientific 11 millimeter. This thing's really good. I like it a lot. I use this one a lot. And yeah, it was like $200 or something. I heard they're getting ready to raise the price on all these. I didn't know, I didn't do a good job probably spacing out my eyepieces, because this is 11 millimeter, and if I Barlow this, then it just turns into this next one, which is a 5.5 millimeter, Again, another great eyepiece. But I mean, I guess Barlow for visual isn't the best idea anyways, because it's better to have just less glass in the optical train there, and just use whatever fixed eyepiece you got, But I use this for planets on clear nights. It's really good. These Meads, there is a little bit of grease. There's like a little bit of like sticky grease under here, even now still. But yeah, these are great eyepieces for budget, I really want to try the APMs. APM 100 degrees. And then I bought this cheap one recently. Apertura Zoom 9 to 27 millimeter, I think. Yeah. Only like $150. It's a twist up eye cup again. You do have to focus again after every notch you turn. This is good for outreach. I do a lot of outreach though. My bulb blower. My cheap Easy Finder. I had a Telrad with my 10-inch. This thing is so cheap, man. Teleview Delos 4.5. This thing's fun, man. On nights with the moon and stuff, to like show your friends, all right, I'm gonna push the magnification. I'm gonna do whatever, 285x or something. Someone cleaned this with a lens pen or something. I bought it used. It was still like $300, but There's like tiny little black dots too, man. I got it a little bit better to where there's less of them now, but if you're looking at something real bright, like the moon or Jupiter or something, you'll see some little tiny little dots a little bit. It's pretty annoying. But this is my camera that I just bought in the IR cut filter. It's 224, very popular entry. It's not the just for entry level for planetary. I figured I'd got my lens in here. I was messing around with it the other day. I don't really need that, but shouldn't have it in here probably. I got some filters here. Explore Scientific 2-inch OIII filter. Really great for nebulas. Lumicon UHC filter. Again, great for nebulas. I'm not seeing a ton of difference between the two. I know they block separate, wavelength or light waves. Neutral density filter, 2-inch for the moon. And then I got a moon filter, an 82A filter. 82A is good for Jupiter. Brings out some of the details, a great red spot and stuff. Man, if I would have known, I would have got a variable polarizing filter as opposed to a fixed amount on the for the moon, or a Bader moon and sky glow filter. But this is good though. It's good to definitely have a 2-inch moon filter. I don't think this one screws into my 20 millimeter though. Everything else it works, right into the eyepiece. And if not, I'll just use this to screw it in. That's threaded. That's for my AD10 Apertura AD10. The Orion 1.25 focuser was not threaded, so I just switched them out before I sold my 10-inch. But yeah, that's just a rundown of some of my eyepieces. The XX16G came with a 12.5 millimeter illuminated reticle, but I don't use that. I just use one of these and it aligns fine. So yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot. Clear skies.